Hello disc golf fans and welcome back to the 2024 College Disc Golf National Championships presented by Innova Champion Disc, this PDGA major coming to you from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Coverage being brought to you by Ace Run Productions. In the booth you have Felix Vega alongside
Dylan Deal.
Dylan, thanks for joining me again. We're back at a different course this time and we've got some doubles action coming for everybody to see.
Yeah, that's right. The ladies in college disc golf play a different format than the men just for the amount of numbers, so we'll see some straight up doubles play as opposed to the alternate best shot doubles that the men get to play.
Yeah, we have Liberty University's A team along with Emporia State University battling it out here. Take a look at the current team standings. It's going to be a fun track to attack for these ladies. We're going to start things off here on hole 1 at the Westminster West course. 252-foot par 3, slightly downhill off the tee shot here. A couple of trees to navigate this little gauntlet area here. Really the last couple set to beat as the drone is flying by here. Once you're past this here, you pretty much have a clear look at the basket for a long putt at a 2. These ladies skilled enough though to get up and down and get some birdie looks here off the bat. See how aggressive they're going to be in this format.
For our 10:40 tee time, we have our lead card. Teeing off first, Liberty University's Julia Dimartino and Maggie Presley.
Woo! Yeah, thank you.
As you mentioned, this basically is best shot doubles here, not the quad format that we see for the men. But there's always that strategy involved of which player is kind of a little bit better at certain shots or better at putting.
Good shot there. Looks like you got through some trees, maybe a little late, but worked out for her.
Maggie going right up the gut and gets a little late branch hit there.
And teeing off second, Emporia State University's Atlanta Krueger and Maya Ringgold.
Maya Ringgold going to start things off here. Atlanta Krueger, if you watched our coverage from yesterday, was one of the finalists in the final 9 lead card.
That looked like a grip lock there. Getting through clean though. Nobody opting for the straight shot on this card.
Well, Maggie kind of took the straight shot, but just kind of filtered off a little late for her.
Oh yeah, true.
Maya with almost a reverse patent pending stance there.
Still worked.
Bit of an awkward lie there. Slight indentation there on the ground. You also have that tree branch kind of right in your way, forcing you to throw a low angle shot.
Yeah, it almost looks like a straddle forehand would work well, but we didn't see any of those from Atlanta yesterday, I don't think.
I don't think we did.
Good putt there. Way to start a round.
Good focus too with that car zipping in the background behind her. You're going to notice some similarities to a certain major winner's game when it comes to Maggie. She has certain mannerisms that she does with the disc and in preparing for certain shots that remind me of a certain Papa Sexton.
Yep, hole 2, 216 feet. Just a slight turnover to the right here, maybe even a forehand, but you've got to push those left side trees before the green. Not a whole lot of teeth on this hole, and kind of a common theme throughout this course is simple shots, and you got to execute them well to score well out here. Bit of a protected green, but nothing these ladies shouldn't be able to handle.
Julia will be up first once again for Liberty. Opting for the turnover backhand line.
Looked good out of the hand, just pushing a little too far.
Couple of flips of the disc for Maggie, and she's opting for the forehand, tracking towards the same tree, and unfortunately connects.
Yeah, Maggie will be really leaning into that heat that she was throwing there.
That one just slips by those sets of trees there for Maya.
Good little roll there.
That one a little too straight, looked like the truth that she was throwing there, and didn't quite get over on it enough to force that turn.
Yeah, maybe just a hair early. That seems like a common mistake when trying to force something over.
And that's going to zip past the basket a bit.
Maybe some early jitters here. A lot of juice in that one.
So Julia's thinking about a jump putt here.
Definitely has the power for it.
Kind of weak sauced it.
Who needs us?
Yeah, do their own commentary. Maya with a little hyzer pitch up to the basket. Looks to be about pin high, about 15 feet left.
Green light here.
Good floaty little approach there. Little half go.
Yeah, that's how you do it in doubles. Another good putt.
Maggie showing some putting prowess on the greens today.
Those aren't close either. It's 20, 25 feet.
I'm just playing around, you know. You're like trying not to laugh and shake it. I respect the hustle.
Got a couple of pars here to clean up hole 2. Liberty currently 1 stroke up so far on Emporia State heading into hole 3. All right, and welcome back to the action. Hole 3, another par 3, 249 feet. Pretty much a straight tunnel shot here, all the way down. Slight bend to the right at the end, but don't be fooled or suckered into trying to throw a shot that bends specifically to the right. A straight shot here is going to give you a clean look for the birdie. These last sets of guardian trees here are going to be your only obstacles. You want to be past the basket if you can to give yourself the cleanest look back at an actual birdie putt.
And I do believe there's a mandatory left about halfway down this fairway on the right side, just to keep players from throwing that big hyzer out over the road.
Yeah, there you see it on the tree on the right there. Forces you to stay left. A little bit of wind coming through this tunnel too. We had a couple of gusts throughout the day kind of creep in and cause a little bit of havoc.
It was a little chilly too, not quite what we're used to seeing in springtime down here.
Yeah, we had about a 20-degree temperature drop overnight as some storms rolled through and really chilled the atmosphere and cooled everything down for this round.
Good shot, just leaking out a little early. Should be an easy enough approach from there.
A little high out of the hand, but stayed in the middle.
I wish I knew what disc that was. I saw her throwing it a lot.
I think it's a wave. And there you see the wind kind of pushing off of Atlanta's jacket there and kind of forced that disc down to the ground a little earlier than she would have liked.
Well, here's the beauty of doubles. That shot doesn't even matter anymore.
Exactly. Good little pitch up there. Leaves him about 20 feet with an uphill comeback.
Go in.
Oh! That was pretty. Upshot with the pure there. Oh, I thought she squared that tree.
I did too.
She wants to go take a look to see just how close she is before giving her partner the green light to either lay up here or give it a half bid. They elect for the half bid, wanting to stay up on the top of the shelf there.
Good cleanup there. Simple, easy par.
Emporia State playing par golf so far, but we saw yesterday, par golf can win you a major out here.
Par golf can win you a major out here. You never know what the field is going to do, and sometimes if you just play your game and stay clean, that's all you need. Hole 4, par 3, 261 feet. Another simple shot shape. You want to kind of push straight and with a hyzer finish into this somewhat protected green. One large gap is really all you have to worry about, and some of these low-hanging branches. Kind of want to get a skip to really push towards the basket, but it's not totally necessary if you can make a circle's edge 20-foot putt maybe. Looking to get some birdies on this hole.
Yeah, this is classic righty stock backhand hyzer written all over it. Julia's pushing this right side a bit.
Yeah, that's the shot shape you want. Just make a little grip locked maybe.
I like the turn out of the hand for Maggie there.
That had some snap.
And gets almost all the way through the last set of guardian trees on that left side. We'll see if they have a clean look for the birdie.
We'll start fading for her. Come on. Get the skip.
Putting
Just
her in
outside the
two.
circle.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
There we go. Got one inside the circle there. Oh, they had the straddle. All right.
It's a difficult putt, though. It takes a lot of upper body strength when you're straddled out that wide. It really takes your legs out of the equation. A lot of snap and pop on that putt.
All upper body there. They're outside the circle. You can take a step or fall forward or anything like that.
Julia electing for the Anheuser side and pushing it a little far right.
Both good bids, though. Not leaving it short.
Lenny here looking to get the first birdie on the board for Emporia State, and that one lingers left.
You can tell she wanted that one.
Both members of Emporia State putt with pures, which is not too surprising considering they're Emporia State, of course, the home of Dynamic Discs and the Trilogy brands there.
That must be a pretty nice perk being up there.
Just visit the warehouse back. I need a new buzz. Jeez.
Buzz.
Whoa. EMAC Truth. Sorry.
There you go.
Hole 5, 185-foot par 3 shot moving right to left down this wooded tunnel here. See the drone slowly approaching the turn. Really, once you get past these last two sets of trees on your left, gravity is going to bring your disc back towards the pin and give you a look at the birdie. Going a little bit long, though, can give you a tricky obstructed look and can easily take away your birdie.
Something tells me we might be seeing a pure or an EMAC Truth on this hole.
Yeah. Pushing the right side a bit for Julia and gets hung up on that side slope. So it's zone here for Maggie.
That was thrown with some authority. Great shot.
Part. Beautifully done there. Good stability, right choice, good speed.
Good angle out of the hand there.
Little tickle of the branch, but good stop.
Yeah, it didn't hurt too much. Still inside the circle.
It's a suspect for Atlanta. A little too low and straight. Didn't quite give it the hang time it needed to fulfill that swing back over.
Yeah, I think Annie out of the hand was not what she was looking for. Oh, that's tough spit out there. You want those to fall.
That one's going to be short, and Emporia's... They're going to be kicking themselves for that one, as they're going to miss out on the birdie opportunity here on one of the easiest holes on the course.
Good pickup for Liberty A on this hole. It's not really one you want to miss.
Yeah, it's going to bring them to 2 down so far on the round through 5. Emporia continuing the par streak.
Hole 6, the first par 4 of the course, 501 feet down this wide fairway of nice thick grass. Not going to see many skips. No real danger to speak of. You just want to try to stay in the middle as best you can. Closer towards this green, you are going to have to fend with 1 or 2 gaps depending on where your previous shots land. And some OB down the left side up there as well. But ideally, you just want to throw a couple hyzers and get to the green.
First time he really gets a throw. A distance driver or a fairway driver here.
Wow.
And Julia, clean all the way through.
That's fine.
And she said, I'm going to do the opposite of what you said to do, Dylan. I don't need your hyzers.
Exactly. Maggie opting for the forehand, and that's a lot of angle.
Oh, it's not as fluffy as your other one.
It's a decent rollout, though.
That's okay.
I think I know whose shot they're going to play on the next one.
Just going to say. Maya with that red wave once again. This one's fading out a little left, but stays in bounds.
Look, maybe a little nose up, but that's still in a good spot.
Is that an escape?
Going with a trespass. A little bit of Annie out of the hand there. Puts her in the middle.
I think she's got a couple of those in the bag.
It's a good disc. I bag 2 of them myself. A little bit skied and nose up again there for Maya. Having a little trouble getting the nose angle down on their shots here.
Creeping close to that left side OB, but no real trouble.
This needs a little help too, as it's going to fade away from the pin. And trickles down into circle 2 for Emporia State.
Should be a jump putt coming up.
I think that was the same disc that she teed off with.
Yeah, that same heat.
It kind of fooled her because she put too much angle on it. That time she maybe threw it a little too flat. Julie with a high release and hyzer.
Oh, fight out of it.
Is trying to, but gets caught up in some thick branches over on the right side.
It'll be fine.
It'd be interesting to see what they pick. I think they chose Julia's up there.
Looks like it.
The zone jump putt. Not one you see every day.
That's that Throw Joe's Holland Hanley dyed zone. That one not quite as clean coming out there for Maggie. Close layup there for Maya, giving the green light for Atlanta. And nearly drops it in.
That's about as good as that putt could have been without falling.
Yeah. See a couple of par cleanups here for the ladies. It's going to remain a 2-stroke separation between the 2 teams.
Still plenty of golf to play. Something tells me these 2 teams won't be going away all week.
Come to hole 7, first 300-foot par 3 that we see at 303. A little bit of a tricky shot off the tee here. Sloping fairway left to right throughout the entirety of this hole here. You want to get on the high side if you can with the finish to your disc. It's really just a matter of navigating anywhere to circle 1 here by any means that you can, giving yourself a look for the birdie, but one that I feel like a par doesn't feel like a terrible score here.
Yeah, the slope on the green could come back to bite you. You don't want to land with too much angle.
A little bit of the yanks there for Julia pulling that one to the right side.
Still in the middle, just should be an easy approach. Bad kicks there.
Bad kick, yeah. I like the shape of that. The hillside's going to help keep it on the right side of the basket, which will help.
Managed to get around those initial left side trees to keep the approach shot open.
It's like an orbit escape in the hand here for Atlanta Krueger. And that one gets turned over. A little bit of wind as well as the angle pushed that right the entire way.
Forehand up. Good skip. Looks 20 feet or so.
Farther, take it or leave it.
About the same, yeah.
One thing's for sure about Liberty, they kept it lighthearted.
Yeah, they were a lot of fun to hang around with. Oh, counter skip there. It's always funny to see the dynamic of these teams. A lot of the schools don't necessarily have the biggest pool of athletes to choose from for these. So when you have, 2 members or 3 members or 4 members, you kind of got to scramble the teams up, and you don't always have time to build that chemistry.
Good job.
But Liberty seems to be really clicking well together.
That was a good putt there. Liberty's got a ton of players for their teams.
Yeah.
Good putt.
Another good putt.
We talked about yesterday, Oregon only having 1 female player to represent for their university.
Yeah, that's right. In years past, I've seen Liberty bring the whole bus out.
Yeah.
Hole 8, par 3, 181 feet, can't read. Up the hill, dead straight. Plenty of trees you want to avoid, as in every disc golf hole, but the biggest one is probably this last one. It's going to eat your lunch if you're not online. And that's definitely the marker for the edge of the circle as well, so if you beat that, you should be home free.
Yeah, playing just slightly under par, negative 0.15 under par. And the right side yanks kind of continuing here for Julia. See if Maggie can make the correction for her team.
Yes. Fine.
Finishes just a little early, but more forward progress. Nice, sliding it up into the circle. 181 feet straight uphill plays a lot harder than 181 feet dead flat.
No, for sure. It's a different shot shape. You have to think more about the stability of your disc going uphill versus throwing a flat shot. The nose angle definitely comes into play a lot more.
Height and juice? Yep.
A little bit of coaching between the teammates here. She wanted height and juice. She said, "I did it."
It was a good run.
Nice putt.
Good to see one finally fall for Emporia State.
First birdie of the round. A strong putt there by Maya.
Innova is proud to be a founding partner of the College Disc Golf National Championship. In 2007, Pete May had a vision to create a national collegiate competition, and he brought 7 teams to Augusta, Georgia for the first ever championship. From day one, Innova has supported the collegiate's focus on amateur competition, team play, and the magic of school spirit and camaraderie.
All right, we come to the final hole of the front 9. Hole 9, par 3, 241 feet. Relatively flat shot to start off here, but you're going to have a little bit of an incline as you get closer in the last 60, 70 feet of this hole. Trees on the right, trees on the left. Both forehand and backhand gaps are viable options. There's also a straight route, but it gets much tighter as you funnel in here into the pin and get into circle 1. But a birdie that you want to get to close out your front 9. Let's see how the wind's going to play a factor on this one.
Yeah, we had a tailwind while we were droning. Can't remember what it was. Hopefully not a headwind, but that's what it looks like, unfortunately.
Looks like a little head or cross, yeah. And that's going to push that one over to the right side. You can see the flag there.
Managed to get through everything. Still an inside the circle putt.
This one getting lifted up immediately and carried right. See what Liberty is doing here. Julie is also getting lifted and pushed right and clips a high branch.
Disc not doing what she wanted it to do. We should have added a flip counter.
That's fine.
That one getting pushed a little bit as well. Wanted that one to start a little bit wider to the left.
Oh, go run.
Strong standstill putt there.
Yeah, that looks a little far. Is that outside the circle?
It is. No jump, no...
That got knocked down by the wind.
Oh, and that one had the speed, but stayed right out of the hand.
Still a confident stroke. She hasn't lost it yet.
All right, clipping that tree there on the right side. Atlanta with this cleanup left for the par.
Strong putt in the wind.
That's going to complete a clean front 9 for them. No bogeys. They are 1 down so far, and Liberty has had opportunities to kind of run away with it here. But it's only a 1-stroke separation heading into the back 9. There you see the scores as we prep to go into the back 9 of this first doubles round. Make sure to come on back and check out the action as we finish out this doubles Division 1 round.